It's big enough to count. I don't think it's big enough to, settle the question of should they have more focus. They've tried on the M&A side, which they were criticized for not doing any deals despite sitting on $10 to $12 billion in cash for a very long time. They've done 4 deals under the new CEO, one of them rather large. It's not moving the needle because acquisitions take time to tell you if they're successful or not, right? But they haven't done anything on the divestiture side since 2016 when they did the 2 spinoffs. So they were looking to do something. I thought they'd do something, but it had to be big. Is this big enough? No. But he did signal at a conference recently that if they didn't do something material by the end of this year, he'd be disappointed. So we knew something was coming. I don't know if this is enough.
So, I mean, Alex, no one on Global Wall Street has more experience with divestitures than Karen Uhlhart. She's been covering these industrial companies for decades, and they're always buying something or selling something. And the best example is GE, and it seems like GE has gotten to a spot where the market likes where they are and how they're positioned. Is Honeywell, Karen, trying to do something like GE?
To be fair, GE took a real long time.
A generation.
I said, don't bet against Larry, but it took a very long time for it to work. So I don't think...
So is Honeywell in the same kind of strategy?
They have very good businesses. They were never in the trouble that GE was in, and they're one of the most profitable companies in the group. The problem is there's a lack of catalyst, number one, and number two, as we know, these things go in waves, and people want focus now. I've said over the cycles, they break them all up, they put them back together. They break them all up. We're in the break them all up now, and a lot of the companies have really pared down, like the HVAC companies, for example. So people want something big. And the other point I'd say is they have, mediocre organic growth for a while now, but they always delivered on earnings. They missed for the first time in the last quarter, and that stock blew up because they don't miss. So, it's been an underperformer now on any time period you want to look, 1, 3, 5 years. And he's frustrated, you can tell. But I think there has to be something more.
What is Honeywell now? So if I was to go to you and be like, what do they do? What would be your answer?
The biggest business is aerospace. Very well positioned there. Very good business. Good long-term outlook. Building automation is a second one. The rest of the 3 are smaller. And that's a decent business. I don't think it's a particularly high grower, and they did a big acquisition there. The other third big business is automation, and it's factory industrial automation, process automation. It's warehouse automation, which has not worked out that well so far, and a few other bits and pieces. And the third piece is what remains of the chemical business, which is a catalyst business called UOP.
So, Karen, I know from reading your research and talking to you over the years, you got to get the right CEO in there to really get things done, because these are big lumbering companies. The CEO now, Vimal Kapur, has been in the role for a little more than a year, but he's been at Honeywell for a long time. What's the street feeling about him? Is he the guy who, like Larry Culp, can get things done?
I think people were surprised, but took the change positively, because people had been frustrated that they sat on so much cash and probably didn't do anything with it, and people wanted bigger changes. So he took the first stab with all the acquisitions. I think operationally he does a great job. That's been the Honeywell story. I think we'll have to wait and see what else he does in the portfolio change. This is a decent size move, but it's only 10% of the company.